Yeah, we should have... In the bottom left, we have Daboo as our orange egg. In the top right, we have History as our red Protoss. I don't know why, but XSplit seems to not recognize StarCraft anymore, so I had to get a quick screen region cap. For the meantime, God, I hate that program. It ruins my life.
It's because you had StarCraft open before XSplit.
Oh, God. And that arbitrarily changes everything in my life. It's like when you start a Skype call before you're broadcasting, you start broadcasting, something will crash.
Always remember, there's certain ways you've got to do things. It's very temperamental, XSplit. It's like, XSplit has OCD. It likes things done in the exact same order.
They've hard-coded it to have PMT, basically, every day of the week.
Pretty much. Now, we do see that we've got the hatchery coming down here, and this is all normal because there's a spawning pool down first. We've got the Forge fast expansion occurring for history, so I'm fine with this. I'm happy. Happy-go-lucky.
Yep, and he went safe. He went Forge first rather than Nexus first. He should be doing, and...
Well, it's Cloud Kingdom. You need to be a little bit...
It's not... The rush distances aren't huge. It's not like the other maps we've been seeing tonight.
So, the big question is, are we going to get another 2-0?
I don't know. Based on that first game, I don't know. It can go either way, because...
I think, let's face it, it was one of those games where it was really looking to be in history's favour until he just left his entire army in the centre of the map to die to Zerglings.
It was one big mistake that really cost him everything. So it's I don't know. I don't think it'll be a 2-0. It's too close to call, and that means it's definitely not 2-0.
So, as we can see at the moment, not too much occurring. In terms of strategy on this map, do you have any favourites? I think it's a really viable map to still go for an Immortal Centurion.
Yes, definitely, because you've got these narrow chokes that you can utilise with the force fields, and really safe attack paths that you can also take. And that's why Cloud Kingdom is kind of a Protoss map. Protoss love playing on it because you've got all these different areas that you can abuse if you play correctly.
And it all comes down to the force field placement as well, because you've got an open ramp to the third base, but with the hatchery there, it's quite a narrow choke. If you place down 3 force fields, if memory served, you can block that off completely from units and split a Zerg army in half.
Yeah.
And chuckle to yourself.
Yeah, and then they've got to come around and attack from the other side of the hatchery, and it's pretty hard to deal with.
And that's why the best way to deal with it is to not let them get there and attack early on as they try and move out.
Small groups of lings positioned around the map, ready for the backstab.
Force all of the force fields as they're moving across. Delay them while you get a big heap of roaches all in good positions, and then you'll be fine and happy. But we do now have the +1 ground weapons on their way for history, so for the moment could definitely be an Immortal Sentry build.
Definitely can, and he has he got his Mothership Choir? No, he skipped it. So this is looking exactly like Wings of Liberty at the moment.
Yeah, it's, well, Wings of Liberty map, Wings of Liberty strats.
Yeah, I mean, you can't fault him, because it's something that you're really comfortable with. Then you should just go for it.
It works well, there's no real risk to it, and the Mothership Core is now coming down, but...
Twilight Council.
Okay, I quite like this. I do quite like this.
Do you reckon we're going to see Blink or DTs?
Yeah, Blink.
Because I can never tell anymore. It used to be like Twilight Council, we're going to see Blink. But occasionally, like...
It's because of the +1. It's very unusual to get the +1 if you're going for DTs.
DTs, yeah. But in general these days, it used to be like 1 in 50 games they would make a Dark Shrine. Now it's more like 1 in 10.
Yeah.
So you are seeing it a lot more common then.
And with a Mothership Core, I actually really like this +1 Blink Stalker play, because what it allows you to do is really pressure into the third. It is a more difficult map to get a surround on, as we've mentioned before. So as long as you don't get surrounded, you can really pressure hard, force many a unit. And if you do get the complete surround, then you just mass recall.
Yeah. Or even if you run in and you see, whoa, there's far too much, I'm not going to fight that. He's prepared for this well. You mass recall home, he's already made all of these units that have done nothing.
And if you don't even want to use mass recall, you can use time warp to slow down all the roaches and zerglings, so you can kite better.
Especially on this map as well. You say it takes 3 force fields to wall that off. I say it takes about 1 time warp.
In the future, a Mothership Core will be invented by the Swiss Army Knife Company. It is just good for all situations.
It is. You carry a mini Mothership Core around in your pocket.
Ah, that would be awesome.
It has a bottle opener, a corkscrew. It has a knife. It's got everything. You know,
Lasers,
an ability that
teleporter.
slows down time.
That'd be quite useful, really, wouldn't it?
Yeah, definitely. God.
Always good. Now, as we can see here, we've got not too much else coming down. We've got the Spire for history, so he is going to be getting out some Mutalisks, which, if you get enough down, Blinkstalkers can't deal with them. But unless you get a lot, Blinkstalkers are very good against Stalkers.
I think he may be looking to push out and hit far before this Mutas are ever going to come out. And there's no Spine Crawlers down, like no wall to stay alive. Overlords are coming back home. So I think he's aware that there's going to be some kind of push out right now.
Yep, you don't need to defend. Just attack, 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 attack. That will be the approach. There's one thing missing though, is where is the proxy pylon? There were.
I know the closest pylon is actually this one just outside the bottom of his natural ramp. It's he's doing the Great Wall of Pylons.
The Great Wall of Pylons. Everyone loves that. It's the seventh wonder of Aya. Pretty much. Now, as we can see though, these Stalkers are just coming forward. The Mothership Core there got a good amount of energy. That Mothership Core does actually have enough to time warp and mass recall. Really important. And 13 Mutalisks on their way down. They're going to have an interesting time trying to engage this, but as long as the Zerglings keep getting pumped, which currently they're not, then you can have a hope, but there's no Zerglings. This third's going to fall again.
There's no Zerglings, there's no spines. What I love is the sentry. He has the spines up of the natural again, just going, look, take the third. Just take it, okay? But
take it, you can have it.
How many of the eggs are going to be Mutalisks popping straight out? Oh god, how many free Mutas is he going to get? Oh, it gets one. No more, but I like that extra wolfing of sentries that he made.
There's also one other problem as well with those spines. Is there's a Mothership Core granting high ground vision, and the Stalkers have blink.
Yeah, this is something that he may not have anticipated, but that extra sentry warping, you can use the Force Field and the Guardian Shield. So is he going to pull back to the sentries and Force Field around the Stalkers? I'd love it if he did that.
He doesn't need to be honest.
He doesn't need to. Yeah, he just has far too much.
And I think this is most likely going to be a relatively quick GG. Doesn't want to be engaging by those spines, though. That's one thing that should not be occurring. There's the Force Fields that you
but there's loads of Mutalisks going to his natural now. There's 6 Stalkers here, but the Mutas are too much to deal with. Time Warp on the Lings, meanwhile, back on the Zergs main, and I mean, this is back and forth, and we're looking at a proper gritty fist fight, all blows coming.
Well, the thing is, if these Stalkers are able to take out the lair, and then mass recall back, the Mutas haven't done enough damage. They have killed, yes, a lot of.
No, and they're going to try and come in now, and if he pops the Guardian Shield and his sentries, these Stalkers can do so much damage.
But the sentries are going to get focused down exceptionally quickly. The Stalkers blink down there. Only one sentry remains for the moment. In terms of the actual current worker count, it's 21 to 44. So history isn't out of this yet. But the longer this game goes on, the harder and harder it's going to get for him, because that muta count will start getting pretty high. It's only at 9 at the moment. But if you made that 19... suddenly it could start trading with those Stalkers.
But it's just the fact that look how many Stalkers he has. He has more Stalkers than Lings. He can just do this and look at that Time Warp. It's so useful. And here we go. The Blink Micro begins and is proving really useful. And as soon as he gets to the edge of that cliff, he doesn't have to worry about the Lings anymore. It's just about killing Mutas. And all the Lings are gone, blinking aggressively now, and Mutas getting killed left, right, and centre.
This is likely to be GG at the moment. Some
Spine
Crawlers
are up.
They're just going to get focused down so fast.
Yeah, and he can block them from getting the creep, which he is. He's just can stand there and kill them all because they... Oh, God. Not going well for the Zerg player. Kind of not making the right decision there, and... Yeah, good Blink Micro, and I don't see Protoss losing this game now.
No, just happily pumping more and more and more Stalkers. We see that there's a huge bank, though, for Daboo, which he could really be spending. So if we look at the lava... oh no, he's actually well out of lava because he doesn't have a queen out, so he can't inject.
Yeah, he lost all of his queens, and I mean he is nothing here. And then go Daboo, packs out the GG, and